NBA Ben 10 is dead after being shot again. Not allegedly, not reportedly, not sources say. NBA Ben 10, young boy's closest affiliate, the man who's been in every video, every Instagram post, and every move young boy made for years, was reportedly shot again after already being shot and paralyzed earlier last month. And now the internet is flooded with claims that he didn't make it this time. Sit with that for a second, because this isn't the first shooting. This is the second time in just weeks that Ben 10 has ended up fighting for his life. Back on April 8th, 2026, he was hit multiple times in the torso inside a Houston restaurant called Confessions, and before doctors could even stabilize him, social media had already declared him dead. But somehow he survived, recovered enough to move again, and stayed active in the streets. Now, exactly 1 month later, Ben 10 is once again lying in a hospital bed after taking multiple gunshots. Machines surrounding him while the internet writes another obituary before any official confirmation is even released. Headlines already saying dead. Fans reposting memorials, blogs chasing clicks. But the craziest part is that we're even having this conversation twice in less than 2 months about the same person. That alone tells you everything about the dangerous life Ben 10 has been living. And today, we're breaking down every layer of the situation. Who allegedly targeted him, what led up to the shooting, what witnesses are saying, who police reportedly arrested, and what this entire situation could mean for NBA young boys circle heading deeper into 2026. You all need to hear this. Let's get into it. To understand why this hit the culture so hard, you have to understand who Ben 10 really is. A lot of people outside the young boy fan base are just now hearing his name, and they need the full story. His government name is Ben Anthony Fields. Born December 13th, 1999, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He goes by NBA Ben 10, also known on social media as MGNG2X, and he's been rocking with Kentrell Gaulden, NBA Youngboy, since they were kids. Not an affiliate in a loose sense, not some industry handshake arrangement. We're talking about someone who grew up on the same blocks, built a bond with Youngboy over years, and joined the Never Broke Again crew at just 12 years old. 12. They first connected through a fight that ended in respect. That's how real street friendships start. Not over vibes and small talk, but through conflict that gets settled and turns into loyalty. That kind of bond is different. That's the kind of loyalty money can't buy and industry politics can't break. Ben 10 isn't just a background character in Young Boy's story. He's been the videographer, the day one, and the ride or die. He's credited on multiple music videos, including Hell and Back. He's been in the trenches with Kentrell every step of the way. And in 2025, Young Boy showed the world what that loyalty meant when he gifted Ben 10 $250,000. Not a featured deal, not an investment. A gift to his day one, because that's what real love looks like. On top of that, Ben 10 carved out his own lane. He's built over 1 million followers on Instagram. He dropped his own track, Play With Me. He runs his own fashion brand, Slime Design Clothing. True and Ben. This man was building something real, a life, a legacy. But here's the truth about living in the streets' orbit. It doesn't matter how much you build. The streets will still find you. And they found Ben 10 twice. Before we even get to Houston, you need to understand this wasn't the beginning. This was the sequel. April 4th, 2025. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Ben 10 is back home, moving regularly, riding through a city. But he's not behind the wheel. He's in the passenger seat. At some point, another vehicle starts trailing them. Not the kind of following that's random. The kind that tells you someone came with intent. They pull into a gas station. That's when it goes down. The car behind them circles once, twice, then the shots ring out. My mix-up has broke on Twitter first. NBA Youngboy affiliate NBA Ben 10 was allegedly shot in his hometown of Baton Rouge. Condition unknown. The hip-hop internet went into instant panic. Was he alive? Was this it? He survived. His condition stabilized and he pulled through, but nobody was arrested. Nobody was charged. The streets swallowed the story and moved on. And Ben 10 kept moving too. Because when you're raised where he was raised, you don't freeze. You recover and step back outside. But here's where it gets wild. The man's legal history shows just how deep this world really goes. Ben 10 had barely stepped out of a 2022 incarceration before he was arrested again just 6 days later on gun and narcotics charges. 6 days. That includes alleged involvement in a 2016 drive-by shooting when he was still a teenager. This isn't someone who accidentally drifted into danger. This is someone who has lived inside it his whole life. And he survived it all, beat it all, kept pushing until April 8th, 2026. Houston, Texas. And this time, the whole world was watching. Let me set the scene, because the details of that night are wild from start to finish. It's April 8th, 2026. Ben 10 is in Houston, and this isn't a random trip. He'd been promoting paid meet and greet appearances during spring break, reportedly charging up to $5,000 for personal hangout sessions. He was working, expanding his brand, making real moves in Texas. Hours before everything happened, Ben 10 posted on his Instagram story. He was with OG 33, Young Boy's manager. They were linked up in Houston, enjoying the night. He posted a photo of them together and wrote, 1,000 double cups. He tagged OG 33 and TA 400 and added a message that feels different in hindsight. He wrote, I feel it's my fault. I've stopped getting on your ass lately, brother. I'm sorry. Then, he mentioned go to buy himself a Golden Heart flag. That was his last post before everything changed. Around 11:15 to 11:35 p.m., Ben 10 was inside Confessions, a restaurant and lounge on the 3200 block of Kirby Drive in Houston's Upper Kirby district. There were about 20 to 30 people inside, customers, staff, and a group celebrating a birthday. That's when the confrontation began. According to Houston Police Department Lieutenant R. According to Lieutenant Wilkins, who later briefed the media about the incident, everything started when a group of men confronted another man and allegedly tried to rob him of his chains. What began as an argument quickly turned violent. The struggle reportedly lasted nearly a full minute as more people jumped into the fight, turning the entire restaurant into chaos. Then, in the middle of the assault, the man being attacked suddenly pulled out a firearm. Lieutenant Wilkins described the moment clearly, saying that the victim initially appeared to be getting heavily beaten by several individuals while they attempted to rip his jewelry off. But during the fight, he managed to pull a pistol from his pants and began firing shots in every direction. The gunfire instantly sent people running for cover. According to reports, 2 men were struck during the shooting. One victim, believed to be NBA Ben 10, suffered multiple gunshot wounds to the chest and torso, while fellow rapper Dead and Ron was reportedly hit in the arms and legs. Both victims were rushed to nearby hospitals in critical condition as panic completely took over the scene. Soon after, footage from inside the restaurant leaked across social media. The videos captured terrified people screaming, diving behind tables, knocking over chairs, and scrambling for safety as shots rang out inside the packed building. One person who claimed to be at the scene uploaded a video online saying, "Bro, why? Somebody just got killed. They just started shooting. What the hell is going on?" And within hours, the internet had already turned the situation into chaos of its own. Fans started posting memorials. Blogs pushed unconfirmed death rumors, and social media practically wrote Ben 10's obituary before doctors had even released official updates. That's what the digital age looks like now. Rumors move faster than facts, and the internet mourns people before the truth even as time to catch up. The people who truly knew Ben 10 wasted no time shutting down the rumors. OG Monique, mother of OG 33, Young Boy's manager, went to her Instagram stories and posted 4 words that stopped the death talk cold. Ben 10 is alert. Stop the made-up stories. 4 words. That's all it took to calm the chaos. The family later confirmed to Houston's KPRC2 News that Ben Anthony Fields was alive and recovering in the hospital. He was alert. He was conscious when he arrived at the facility. He survived. But think about this. This is the second time in 12 months his loved ones have had to make that kind of statement. The second time in a year the hip-hop world held its breath, waiting to hear if Ben 10 was still alive. And notice who hasn't spoken. NBA Young Boy, Cantrell himself, hasn't made a single public comment. Not an Instagram post, not a tweet, not even a story. Nothing. That could be young boys staying composed and handling things privately, the way he does. Or it could be something deeper, because this is his brother, his day one, and he's silent. The internet noticed. The fans noticed. But that silence starts to make more sense once you look at who allegedly pulled the trigger. This is where it gets wild. This is where the story shifts. After the shooting, police described the gunman as a man who was being robbed, the victim who pulled a weapon during the attempted chain snatching. And it didn't take long for the internet to attach a name to that description. All-Star Jr. Detroit rapper All-Star Jr., whose real name is Jeremy Christopher Ford, and who was once known as a close affiliate of T. Grizzly, quickly became part of the conversation after shooting. And within days of the incident, he went on social media and practically incriminated himself louder than any police report ever could. On his Instagram story, he allegedly posted, "Thought he was mobbed up till I shot his ass a few times." Let that sink in for a second. That wasn't leaked audio or a rumor from the streets. That was posted directly from his own account for everybody to see. Then he doubled down even harder by uploading a picture of himself inside a jewelry store with the caption, "Had to shoot to the D and get new ice cause my man's Ben 10 took some of my stuff to the hospital with him," followed by hashtags aimed at the situation and street politics. At that point, people online weren't looking at it as subtle dissing anymore. They saw it as outright bragging. A shooting left 2 men hospitalized in critical condition, and instead of lying low, All-Star Jr. allegedly turned the situation into promo for his music career. He even pushed a new single called Expensive Wristwatch while tying attention from the shooting directly into the rollout. Then things got even darker. After one fan commented, "Walking Dead," about Ben 10, All-Star Jr. reportedly replied, "Well, guess who isn't walking? Welcome to the real world." Imagine saying that about somebody fighting for their life in a hospital bed after taking multiple bullets to the chest. And according to DJ Academics, sources close to the situation claim that All-Star Jr. allegedly stood over Ben 10 after he was already down and attempted to finish the job, but reportedly ran out of bullets before he could. If those reports are true, then this wasn't just a robbery that spiraled out of control. This looked more like an attempt to make sure Ben 10 never walked out of that restaurant alive. And ever since the shooting happened, the streets have been saying the same thing over and over again. This wasn't random. This was personal. And the evidence All-Star Jr. posted on his own social media doesn't exactly help his case. But what really sent the internet into a frenzy was this. The name J. Prince Jr. suddenly entered the conversation. J. Prince Jr., son of the legendary J. Prince and head of Houston's Mob Ties imprint, a name that holds real weight in Texas rap circles. And All-Star Jr. was tagging him, tying him to the situation, talking like Prince was inside the building that night. J. Prince Jr. responded on his Instagram stories, writing, "This internet sh*t is so cap." He denied any involvement, said he was at a birthday dinner by himself, and had nothing to do with what happened. Then he added, "I would never harm a child," and sent well wishes. "Get well, Ben and Ron. Y'all stay strong." But All-Star Jr. didn't back down. He fired back, writing, "At J. Prince Jr., damn, you still running up Kirby. I'm literally going to show the whole world how soft you is," and ended it with hashtag #MobUntied, a direct jab at the Mob Ties label. Then he released a full diss track titled Mob Untied, spelled with AU, aimed straight at J. Prince Jr. and the Mob Ties camp. The video dropped April 16th, 2026, and directly referenced the confession shooting. Now, whether J. Prince Jr. was involved or not, that's between him, All-Star Jr., God, and the Houston Police Department. What we do know is his name was dragged into the situation unexpectedly, and the back and forth between him and All-Star Jr. only escalated an already volatile situation, turned an already violent incident into a full-blown public feud between 2 men with very different levels of power and influence. And none of that makes Ben 10's recovery any easier. You thought the social media circus was crazy? It gets deeper. On April 17th, 2026, federal authorities filed a criminal complaint against Jeremy Christopher Ford, aka All-Star Jr., charging him as a felon in possession of a firearm. Federal charges, not street drama. not a misdemeanor. Serious federal gun charges, backed by surveillance footage from inside confessions that allegedly captures what happened that night, according to a complaint obtained by Complex. The video shows Ford being approached, his necklace and watch grabbed, a fight breaking out, and a handgun falling to the floor during the struggle. Ford allegedly picks it up and opens fire as people scatter. One person collapses after being shot. Others rush toward the elevator. Then on April 23rd, 2026, authorities arrested All-Star Jr. in California. And here's the detail people can't stop talking about. Rumors said he was on his way to a Vlad TV interview when he was picked up, heading to publicly discuss the situation and possibly tell his side, when federal agents stepped in before he ever reached a camera. DJ Vlad later clarified they had planned to do the interview remotely from Detroit and that All-Star Jr. never showed. Still, the image of a man getting arrested while preparing to speak on a shooting he'd already bragged about online. That's a level of recklessness that's hard to ignore.